So inshallah ta'ala we continue with our series IBADURRAHMAN, the ayat we recited in the first rak'ah. And we have mentioned few of their characteristics. Number one, they walk on earth with a humility. Number two, I know it's too early, still sleeping. If the jahilun, if the ignorant speak to them, they leave with dignity. Number three, they spend the night either in sujood or in qiyam. Number four, رَبَّنَا اصْرِفْ عَنَّا عَذَابَ جَهَنَّمَ. They make this dua, Ya Allah, keep the punishment of the hellfire away from us. That was the last one we discussed. Today, inshallah ta'ala, we'll go, subhanallah, to the next ayah. وَالَّذِينَ إِذَا أَنفَقُوا لَمْ يُسْرِفُوا وَلَمْ يَقْتُرُوا وَكَانَ بَيْنَ ذَلِكَ قَوَامًا. And the ones who spend, and the ones when they spend, they are neither extravagant nor miserly. And they are moderate, in the middle. They have middle ground. The first thing we notice, because many people think that IBADURRAHMAN, they're sitting in the masjid all the time. They have no money. They have nothing to do. I have divorced the dunya. Just give me a thawb and a piece of bread and some olives and I'm good. No, Allah is saying that they have money. They do have money. Just like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He was telling the people, when He was describing the men who inhabit the masajid, what did He say? رِجَالٌ لَا تُلْهِيهِمْ تِجَارَةٌ وَلَا بَيْعٌ عَنْ ذِكْرِ اللَّهِ. The men who inhabit the masajid are men, they have businesses, they do trade, but this business and that job never ever keep them away from the remembrance of Allah and establishing salat. They do have money because somehow religiosity is accompanied or compared to being poor. Abdurrahman bin Auf is what we call right now in our standards billionaire. Abu Bakr as-Siddiq was a very rich man. Uthman supported the army twice. You know what does supported the army twice? Built the Muslim army twice. You know what does that mean? And in our time, he provided tanks and rockets and planes and jets. At that time, this is what he did twice. So we cannot say that because you're religious, you have to be poor. وَالَّذِينَ إِذَا But if you want to be from IBADURRAHMAN, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, subhanallah, He did not say, and وَإِذَا أَنفَقُوا, and if they spent, then they are moderate. No, He gave us both extremes. He could have said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and when they spend, they are wasata, they are moderate. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala showed us both extremes. إِذَا أَنفَقُوا, when they spend, لَمْ يُسْرِفُوا, they did not do israf. وَلَمْ يَقْتُرُوا, and they were not miserly. كَانَ بَيْنَ ذَلِكَ قَوَامًا. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used the word israf. What's the difference between israf and tabdhir? Because Allah said in Surah Al-Isra, إِنَّ الْمُبَذِّرِينَ كَانُوا إِخْوَانَ الشَّيَاطِينَ. The mubadhir is the brother. Look at the brother of who? Of the shaitan. طيب, what's the difference between mubadhir or tabdhir and israf? Israf is excess in everything. You could have israf in sins. قُلْ يَا عِبَادِيَ الَّذِينَ أَسْرَفُوا عَلَى أَنفُسِهِمْ. Tell my slaves who have transgressed, went beyond with their sins. So israf could be with sins. لا تأكلوا وكلوا واشربوا ولا تسرفوا. Eat and drink, but do not do israf. So israf could be in food. Israf ومن قتل مظلوما فقد جعلنا لوليه سلطانا فلا يسرف في القتل. Even israf could be in killing. So israf in everything. Israf is excess in everything. But tabdhir is only in money. You cannot say somebody he did tabdhir in their sins, right? Tabdhir is only with money, because those two words, both of them means wasting money, okay? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He said that these people, they do not go to this extreme, neither to that extreme. Ya akhwan, this money that we have, please, in this blessed morning, listen carefully. This money that we have belongs to Allah. And it has to be spent in a way that is pleasing to the owner. And one of the toughest questions on the Day of Judgment, Allah, you have to prepare the answer from now. For all my brothers that are dealing with haram, I beg you, wake up. You will be questioned about every single penny. Where did you get it from? And where did you spend it? Every single penny. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Abu Dharr narrating the hadith, is in Bukhari. He said, I was walking with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and we passed by Uhud. And he said, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, he said, Wallahi, I will not wish to have this mountain of gold become gold, the whole mountain of Uhud gold. And if it did, there will not, 3 days will not pass until I have given it all in sadaqah. The number, I don't know, if this room was full of gold, it will be zillions of dollars. Imagine, he said, mountains of Uhud was gold. It will not, 3 days will not pass, except I have already spent it all in sadaqah. الأكثرون هم الأقلون يوم القيامة. In the same hadith, the rich ones are few on the Day of Judgment. إلا, except the one who spent هكذا وهكذا وهكذا وهكذا. The rich ones are very few. يعني the ones who will enter Jannah from the rich are very few, except the one who spent his money this way and that way and that way and that way. يعني he's looking for ways to spend his money. Sponsoring orphans, sponsoring widows, building schools, building masajid, helping this, helping that. That's all he's thinking about. It's not my money. It's not my money. I have to report to the owner. Where did you show me the receipts? What did you do? Wake up, ya akhi. Make this Ramadan the last Ramadan you do haram business. Make it, this is it. Don't worry. Your rizq is coming. Allah guaranteed the provision, guaranteed it. So don't go to this extreme and waste your money, completely waste the money, and being extravagant in everything. And don't be miserly. Don't be very stingy. Listen to this hadith. البخل والإيمان لا يجتمعان في قلب مؤمن. Stinginess and Iman cannot coexist in the heart of a believer. What does that mean? One of them is going to kick the other out. If you are a mu'min, then anfiqu all over the Quran. You're going to be spending. And if you're a bakhil, that means you do not believe in the ayat. Ibn al-Qayyim, listen to what Ibn al-Qayyim rahimahullah said. He said an ayah in the Quran. Listen carefully, please. He said an ayah in the Quran to test your iman. He said there's one ayah in the Quran. If you would like to test how strong is your iman, read this ayah. What is this ayah? من ذا الذي يقرض الله قرضا حسنا فيضاعفه له أضعافا إيش؟ كثيرة. من ذا الذي يعني if I'm standing here, who's that amazing brother? Who's that great brother that is going to sponsor this, that's going to support this? and everybody will be very happy if someone stood up and he will feel very good. How about if Allah is asking, who is that person who's going to give me a loan? And I will repay it multiple folds. Yuqrid, the word qard, it means is a loan. And when you have a loan and you're a righteous person, that means you have to pay it back. And Allah Azza wa Jal, He is the one who's making the promise. Who is that one that's going to give me a loan and I will repay it multiple folds? You want to test your iman? Check on this ayah. Now the brothers are thinking there's a fundraising coming after this. No fundraising. It's coming up soon, but not today. Subhanallah, what's so true. The King of Kings is telling me that I will multiply it many, many folds. So ya akhwan, many people, or many specifically sisters, come to me and say, my husband makes a lot of money, but I don't see any of it. And I am a housewife. I left my job, I left everything to take care of my home. My brother, Rasulullah said, money spent fi sabilillah, yani in jihad, or money spent in sadaqat, or money spent on this and that, and money spent on your family, the best among them is the money that you spend on your family. Give your wife an allowance. Do not wait for her to ask you. She's at home taking care of everything. Now, not only some of the brothers not giving their wife allowance, they're telling the brothers are telling their wives, Habibti, you're working 50-50. Because you are working, now everything is 50-50. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. 50-50, ya habibi. You know that every penny that your wife makes is her money? Every penny is hers. Hers. If she would like to participate, Allahu Akbar, may Allah reward her. But you are the one who's supposed to pay those bills. Those main bills. I'm not telling you about, again, extravagant. She wants to bag for $5,000. Let her pay for it. I'm talking about the main basic needs of the house. This is your responsibility. And to keep the wood, to keep the love and the mercy, here's $100, here's $200 a week, $300 a month, whatever, go buy whatever you want. Don't make her feel that she has to beg you every time she wants something. She's your wife, the mother of your children. That mentality, subhanallah, if you are stingy with your family, something's wrong with you. And you are very generous with others. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's telling us, if you want to be from IBADURRAHMAN, you are neither going to this extravagant, you're not miserly. There was I mentioned the story to my students in the fitya. There was a brother, he was so rich, what we call right now filthy rich, very rich, buildings and buildings and buildings in one of the Emirates. But he was so bakhil that he has only one thawb that is always dirty. And he does not buy shoes, he wears the one dirham flip-flop. To the level that they start calling him Abu Flip-Flop. Abu Flip-Flop. Millions of dollars, millions. Doesn't give his family nothing. Family struggling. You know what happened? When he died, his family, his kids, because they couldn't stand him, did not pay for the funeral. The mu'adhin has to stand, the imam of the masjid has to stand and ask people to please donate to bury him. They don't want to even bury their father. What did he do with all that money? So ya akhwan, may Allah make us all from IBADURRAHMAN. So these IBADURRAHMAN, they are moderate in everything that they do, and specifically when it comes to their money. So by nature, a human being love to own things and to still own them, to keep owning them. This is by nature. Islam came to regulate that and to make us fight this desire. Fight this desire of owning things and keep owning them. Rasulullah ﷺ said, the son of Adam, if he has one valley of gold, he will ask for two. He will ask for two. And nothing will satisfy the son of Adam except turab. It means till he dies. He's going to keep wanting more and more and more. And if you are wanting more and more and more, there's nothing wrong with that except if you are using it to please the owner. May Allah make us from the people who listen and apply. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make our last deeds our best deeds and our last words La ilaha illallah. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum.
إن المسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات والقانتين والقانتات والصادقين والصادقات والصابرين والصابرات والخاشعين والخاشعين والخاشعات والمتصدقين والمتصدقات والصائمين والصائمات والحافظين فروجهم والحافظات والذاكرين الله كثيرا والذاكرات أعد الله لهم مغفرة وأجرا عظيما.